Hello, everybody. We are live. I'm Krista Inochovsky, and I am thrilled to be doing this edition of the JVology Partner Spotlight as I get to spotlight several of our amazing, very important partners that are going to be attending JVology Live and people that have been hanging out with us for quite some time. I'm thrilled that you're all here. Thanks for showing up today. And here we go. All right, so before I get into introductions, raise your hand if you've been to more than one JVology Live. Who's done it? Okay, all right. 2, 3. All right, so the cool thing I find with JVology Live is it's one of those events that you just keep coming back to because it's not just about the training, which has impeccable training, but there's so much of it is about the connections and who you meet. And so I'm really excited to hear from all of you. All right. So Charlene, I see that you are in the waiting room. We'll get, actually, haven't done 7. We're going to try it. Let's see what happens. Okay. All right. So let's take a minute and do a quick intro. Let's go in order, starting with Mark. Tell us who you are and what you're up to.
Yeah, thanks so much, Krista, and thanks for having me. Really excited to be here. My name is Mark Gibson, and I'm the founder of Speaker Navigator, which is an online coaching program.
All right, Speaker Navigator, and you have been loving what you're up to. I just signed up for your 5-day challenge. It's going on next week. Yes.
Awesome, thank you.
Absolutely. All right, Jessica.
Hi, I'm Jessica Sudin. I work with emotional intelligence, empathy, and resilience with both corporate and motorsport teams. Super excited to be here. Love this JVology community.
And Jessica is someone who likes to go fast. And we're talking like seriously fast. Tell us how fast you went on your last motorbike you were sharing.
It was about 270 kilometers an hour. So I guess that's about 170 miles.
Wow.
Impressive.
Amazing.
Impressive. All right. And Antonio and Greg, nice to have you.
Thank you.
Hey, good to see you. Yeah. So Antonia Van Becker and Greg Lee, and we're the founders of Self Health Institute, and we do online programs like Success Accelerator, and we've got a Activate Your Success Live coming up at the end of the month. Excited to be here.
Yeah.
Great. So glad to have you back again. I have taken your programs. Love it. Recommend you, JV with you. And yeah, I even took my pendulum on big. Okay, here's funny. So I went skiing last week, which I'm a Floridian. So it was really nice to go skiing with in Park City. And I took the socks that Mark Gibson sent me as a gift. And I took the pendulum that Antonia and Greg taught me how to use for my energy. And so it's so nice. I get to take my friends from JVology with me everywhere I go.
Yay.
All right. And up next, I'll keep going in the order that I see you. So Charlene is coming in from Germany. Nice to see you. Oh, unmute. We'll grab you.
Sorry, I just wanted to keep it nice and quiet there. Sorry. Hi, I'm Charlene. And yes, I am based in Germany, but I'm Canadian, originally from Vancouver. And I'm helping entrepreneurs have success online and use live virtual events as their main tool to do that.
Awesome. Very good. Very good. And Jim Padilla, our king of sales. Did I just give you a new nickname?
I'll take it. I have many, as long as they're good. Jim Padilla with Gain the Edge, my company, we specialize in helping entrepreneurs make more sales without getting better at selling, because what you do matters and you deserve to be paid for it. And most people struggle in that area. And we specialize in accelerating those sales results without you having to worry about mastering all the tactics and strategies of becoming a sales rock star.
Great.
Yeah, sales is a very important part of the business if you want to actually get paid. So important stuff you do there. And Sarah, you are up next.
Hi, I'm Sarah Atkins with The Art of Losing Weight, or Shakeology Weight Loss, and I'm help people who have been on the weight loss hamster wheel achieve their happy weight and stay there for life. And I'm running a challenge a little bit later this month on 5 surprising success tools to help you achieve your happy weight. So that's what I'm up to.
Oh my gosh, I love that, the phrase that your happy weight.
Well, it's better than trying to follow somebody else's decision for you.
Right.
Definitely. That is powerful. Great. Well, I have like such the pleasure of getting to connect and work with all of you here. And I just wanted to give everyone an opportunity to kind of just shout out. And let's start with one thing that stands out to you just from being part of the JVology community. And we can keep them as broad or random or whatever comes to mind.
I'll jump in right there. I think the quality of people that join in with Jay and come to JVology and that we meet behind the scenes, they become friends for life and partners for life. And that's a really important thing to discover with Jay.
It is. I mean, I know that the people that have in the community have become my friends, not just people that I connect with and work with. And they get from all over the world. And it's awesome when you have this connection of a bond and like-mindedness and deep goals to make an impact. Those are connections that not everybody in the world understands. And when you're with a group of people who get it, it makes it a ton of fun. Great. Who else has something that they'd like to share?
I do.
Go ahead, Jessica. I'll go after you.
Yeah, are you sure? All right. Well, I've been blown away at just how much more open my mind is on upstream, downstream, and looking forward to creation, really creating with the people in this group, and that everyone's willing to play full in.
Mm-hmm.
I think that it's this bond of everyone continuing to be on the edge of expansion. It's like, what's next? How are we going to move forward? There's changes happening in the world all around us. And being in a community of people that are also doing that, it helps keep you in the game, right? It keeps your mind sharp and keeps you like, oh, well, what does that mean for me? What does that mean for me? It's almost impossible to get complacent when you're involved in the community because you're seeing so much action around you.
Yeah. You know, one of the things that I love about that is, you know, we've done so many events and launches and challenges for our clients and things that, you know, we see affiliates work all the time. And typically people are so busy trying to match up size for size, like for like. And the thing that I love about being in the JVology world is that there's no pretense. If you're new and beginning, it's okay to be honest about that because there's actually a strategy to be able to win with that. And so I don't have to worry about somebody coming to me pretending to be bigger than they are or trying to do something they're not. It's like, just tell me where you are and let's work together and figure out how to win. And that, I think, is one of the biggest things that JVology has been able to create.
Yeah, I love that. I love that. I'm going to bring Doug in. I think we have room for one more. We're squeezing in.
The little one said roll over in a minute. I just
Sarah's like, I'm barely hanging on over here.
Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There. I just want to say, sorry, just because I don't want to lose my thought. What Jim said and what Jessica said, the whole idea that we're better together. And the principle of we're better together in the JVology world, and the kindness and the sharing is also one of the basic premises of my weight loss program. Like, you're better together, you're better with support and friends that can relate to you. So I love this world. It's amazing.
Yeah, I would have to agree, Sarah, that, you know, in Speaker Navigator, we teach and we help speakers build and grow their businesses. And that can be a pretty lonely place at times. So with that support system in JVology, it is just this powerful intersectionality of being with like-minded individuals that are just all looking out for each other to help each other just elevate their businesses. And it's so powerful. I mean, I've said it to, many people in JVology. This has not only changed our business, but it's also changed our lives for the connectivity for, I'm looking at the portal here and, just seeing that I have 3 people that I've already done JV partnerships with. And I'm relatively new to the community. And it really is a really refreshing and just an awesome experience. So looking forward to meeting you all. And for anybody that's watching that's going to join us, jump in. The water is fine. Don't worry about any of those pretenses like Jim was talking about, because they just don't exist. So just come as you are.
Exactly.
Awesome. I'd love to give Doug a chance to introduce himself. Great to see you.
Thanks, Krista. Hey, everybody. A lot of friendly faces in there. My name is Doug Sandler. I am the founder of Turnkey Podcast Productions. We do podcast launch and then strategic coaching services for those that are in the podcasting space. And hey, just if you're tuning into this and you have like any kind of, I don't know, look, 90 days ago, 9 months ago, maybe a year ago, I didn't even know what JV stood for, joint venture. And I'm telling you, the whole game changer was actually sitting in a JVology live when we were doing live events and getting to know the people that were in that room, understanding what JV is all about. It's not a game that you have to understand. If you come to this completely a blank slate, that actually is better for you than if you think that you understand what a JV is and how it works. So you're in the right spot. If you know nothing about JV or joint venture partnerships, you are totally in the right spot. Come, please share with us, because those are our favorite people to work with. The beginners are the ones that we love working with, because you can actually get molded into something that would be ideal in the JV space. Anyway, thanks for having me here.
I remember that JVology, Doug. That was fun.
Yes, I remember that one. That was literally the last time that we probably were all together. And it is, but the online space is great too, because you can have really, really deep connections in a breakout room with a small group of people. And while you don't have the social space that you do at a live event, like in the hallways, you do have the breakout rooms. There was plenty of side conversations going on in the chat box, all of that stuff. So don't feel like, oh, I need to be, shaking hands with these people face to face in order to make it work. You can do it this way as well.
Yeah, we get great feedback. Introverts say that they like the online format even better because you're paired up in these small groups, and it just makes it that much easier without having to walk over, in a ballroom and enter a group of people that are already talking. So there's definitely perks to both of it. And DJ, we'll get to you in just a second. Thanks so much for joining us. I was just thinking how we're so much more than just people who do business together. And one of the foundational pieces that Jay teaches, and that is the culture of JVology, is that we're building relationships and we get to know each other. And like, I'm sure we all know some cool, fun facts about each person that's here in the room that's beyond their business. And so I'm going to share a fun one, because Doug, I know that you are a Ford Mustang guy, right?
Oh, yeah. Love my Ford Mustang. Actually, I have a podcast, Ford Mustang, The Early Years.
There you go. So here's my exciting news. I just got for my son a 1997 Ford Mustang convertible as his first car, and it's getting painted right now. And I can't wait for it to get done, being all bright, fresh, shiny red, and let him have his first car.
Good for you. Wow. You are a good mom.
You are. Wow.
Woo! And my dad found it, actually. Like, you have to make it cool, right? Instead of like, it's not an old car, honey. I know your friends have new cars. It's not that your car is old; it's that it's vintage. And it's really
I was pretty happy with my 1980 Le Mans. That was my first car.
Awesome. Well, Deidre, nice to have you. Please introduce yourself and what you are up to creating these days.
Awesome. So good to see everyone here today. It's so good to see all your faces. So what I do is I support impact entrepreneurs, and I help them remove physical, mental, emotional barriers that are blocking them from really showing up in their purpose and making a bigger impact. So help them heal their trauma, integrate change, activate their higher gifts with the universe, and then go out there and shine and do what they're here to do and make a bigger impact in the world. So I'm super excited about that. I've got different programs and all of that where I support people to go through it and really step into their full potential so that they can stop playing small and so that they can really start showing up as who they are and who they're meant to be in the world. So that brings me a lot of joy, and it's so good to be here with JVology. Like, wow, my first JVology was, it was January, so over a year ago now. And as Doug was saying, I had no idea what a JV was at all. I was in this room learning a bunch, and I was like, I have no idea how this is going to support me or what it's going to really do with my business. But it's actually been the foundational piece that's really allowed me to build out 4 signature programs in the last 12 months and completely transform my business. So yeah, it's great to be here with everyone. Good to see you guys. Oh, I can't hear you. You're muted, love.
Sorry, we all muted when you started.
It got loud for a second there.
But I really appreciate you sharing that. Bye, Jess. See you later. It's funny to hear both you and Doug said something very similar. Actually, it's been fairly common. It's everyone is really good at what they do, and you have all of this experience and clients and all of these things. But stepping into this JV space, you're like, I don't know what I'm doing, and you still do it, right? You've jumped in and share with. I'll open the floor again. Share with me some of the differences that it's made for you embracing something that you maybe didn't even know was what it was a year ago.
I'll let go ahead, Greg.
I'll talk. I think it's so powerful to be at the top of people's mind, and as you share your vision of what you're doing and how you want to participate with other people, it kind of wraps them into what you're doing, and all of a sudden you have a cooperation between businesses and between people that when the right timing is there and the referral is available to be made, it's just so easy to do and so easy to refer people in JVology who are so many experts in finding their way into this world of how to have a bigger reach. And I think JVology is a really special way to do that because we get to know each other in a way that isn't just about business.
Absolutely. Who else?
I was going to say, Krista, that in Speaker Navigator, one of the taglines is you don't have to go it alone. And that's what I have loved so much about the JVology community, because it really does take the stress and the anxiety and the overwhelm of, let's say you wanted to just work on a strategy for your business, like list building. Well, it's so much more productive to do that with, let's say, 5 or 10 other people that are all helping you do the same thing to achieve a better outcome for your goal. So I tell people to come join me. If they don't really know what it is, I'm like, that's okay. I didn't even know how to spell JV. So just come with me and take a look. And it's kind of like speed dating for your business.
Funny. Charlene.
For me, going to JVology was an experience that generally I wasn't actually able to go to because I'm based in Europe. And so one of the benefits about it being online was it opened an opportunity for me to actually come and participate. And one of the things I really love about it is that I'm meeting people all over the world because it's online. And so that's really have expanded my community in Europe where I really had no base, even though, I was living here. And so that has been really wonderful. And the other thing I found was that the idea of I'll go first, which means like I will be the one to help support you first. And that's just so, it's just so ingrained in the whole community where I just couldn't believe when you do a call out, how many people step up and say, yeah, I'm going to come help and support you and help you with your launch. And so all of that has just been really amazing with the JV community.
Yeah, thank you for that. One of the fun things for those of us that actually, let's see, Antonio, Greg, Deidre, Doug, we were all together in San Diego in February of 2020. And from that group, Doug and his partner from Turnkey Podcast did a whole training for our mastery members on on podcasts. And so now I know Deidre, well, you may have already had one, but let's talk about exposure, like podcasts. What are some other, how has that looked for you now that you're part of this community?
What I really love about this community is it's not only what we're doing, but it's how we can contribute and support everyone in the group. Bye, Sarah. Is we're constantly seeing how we can support each other. So I've had the opportunity to do some work with Antonia and Greg, and they're incredible. I've had the opportunity to learn as well from Doug and, how to do a podcast properly. I did have a podcast before, but now I've learned how to do it properly. And it's so great to, you invest in this community, you jump in, you make all these amazing new friends and connections from all over the world. So when traveling opens back up, I'm visiting everyone. But also it's like you have all these experts who are doing new programs that they're incredible at, and they're wanting to support you. So it's really an all-in-one business and life up-leveling that happens as a part of this community. And then on top of that, when everything changed about a year ago, I was working on creating an event that was going to different places around the world. I wasn't thinking of online programs. I wasn't thinking of, what if the world stops? And so this whole program and everything that I've learned with JVology and the community has really allowed me to launch a whole nother side of my business, which is why I've been able to grow this year rather than struggle. So it's been a game changer, a saver in so many ways, and also an incredible community of new friends and support systems. And we really do have each other's back, and you can't put a price on that, right? Like friendship, community, having each other's back, it's incredible.
And I really love to add on that, we've been able to receive Deidre's beautiful healing too. And that's been such a gift, and working, with Krista and it's even this week, right? We were like, we're going to launch our Activate Your Success in 2 weeks. And we're like, oh, we should talk to some people. We should do some interviews. And we just reached out to a couple people in the community, and they write right back, oh yeah, let's do it. Let's do it on this day. Let's do it. And we have the support, we can just say, oh, that would be the perfect person. You write to them and they're like, yes, let's go for it. Let's build it. Let's do it. Let's bring it home. It's fantastic.
That's really great. And it also brings to mind that we really tap into collaboration over competition. And some people from the outside would say, oh, well, the work that Deidre does and the work that Greg and Antonia do, they overlap too much. I'm not going to talk to them. Let me go find somebody else to talk to. But Jay really creates this culture of you dive in, and sometimes the best JVs happen where there's this crossover, and it feels like you're almost doing the same work, but you realize nobody's doing the exact same work. And I see you nodding, Doug.
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, I'll use the example of Michael Neely, who is also in the group as well, who pretty much does the same thing that we do, podcast launching and coaching, and has a year-long program as well. And he kind of, we shared, or he actually shared the philosophy, and Jay, I know is a big fan of this too, is that if I look at my list, and if I have 100 names on my list, I'll probably have by the end of the year, maybe 2 or 3 of those people will jump over to our services for every 100 that are on my list. Well, that leaves 97 people that aren't going to do anything with me, not because they don't like me, but maybe there's a more relatable service or someone that offers something very similar, but offers it slightly differently. And Michael Neely comes in and he's like, hey, let's JV on this. And now between the two of us, we can get, instead of only 3, we can get 6 of those 100 people on our list collectively can jump in, and I can earn a percentage of the stuff that he is selling as well. So when you come at it from an abundance perspective as opposed to a scarcity perspective, oh, I would never want to, be in a room with another attorney or another accountant or another tire place because I do the same thing that they do. It's very surprising when you put your brain together with somebody that does something very similar to what you do. The creativity that ensues as a result of that will grow your business exponentially. So I encourage everybody, do not worry if someone does exactly what you do in the room. We can all have an abundance mindset and make a lot of money and a lot of friends and a lot of relationships all together.
Yes, I love that. Well, we do have JVology Live coming up April 21st to 23rd. So if you're watching this and you are like, these are really cool people, I want to get to know them, I'd like to know other amazing business professionals that are similar, then join us over at JVology Live. It's a fully online event, both training and connection, finding partners, and goodness, the best place to look for JV partners is in a community of people who are learning how to do it. And then you have the same grounding, the same training, and you understand it, and that just makes the process that much easier. So I'd love for those of you who are watching to come and join us. If you have questions or want to connect with anyone that's here, one of our featured partners in the partner spotlight, just make a comment down below and we will be sure to follow up with you.
Krista, but even better, did you tell everybody that you do the exercise work breakouts in between the JVology Live? Are you still going to do those? That was like the highlight.
Oh, thank you. You know, we always like put it in on day one, and then it kind of gets lost in the shuffle, and people are like, where are the energy breaks?
Right.
So we'll try to be more intentional. It is a lot of fun. I know we all are good about keeping our energy up, and it's all the more fun when you get to do it together. And oh my gosh, Doug, you led a whole thriller routine for the whole group.
Right.
When we were all together. And
I swear I thought you were going to say, when you said, hey, I'm into the Ford Mustang thing, I thought you were going to say, hey, Doug's hidden talent. Actually, I've been the MC at over 2,000 bar and bat mitzvahs in my career. That's a career I've since left behind, but it's led me to do every line dance under the sun. And when we get to do live events again, we are absolutely going to start doing that stuff.
Right.
We'll do it. We'll have I have stories to trade and share with you on that line, as well as having a long career as a professional dancer. I've participated in quite a few of those myself. Line dance till the cows come home. If I heard the what was that?
Cha-cha slide, the wobble, which one? The electric
Macarena.
Macarena, any of those.
Macarena. Whew. Yeah. The electric slide. I'm like, if I heard that one more time, I was gonna. But well, I really appreciate everybody being here. I'm really excited that you're going to make it, because a couple of you, it's been a couple of JVLs that you've missed. So it's great to have you come back again. Looks like Sarah popped in to say goodbye, so we'll bring her on. Any last thoughts? Like, if I heard that one more time, I was gonna. But well, I really appreciate everybody being here. There we go. All right, great. And any last words? Otherwise, we will look forward to seeing everybody. We kick off on April 20th in the evening. It's not too late to grab your ticket to JVology Live. Come meet Charlene, Greg, Antonio, Deidre, Doug, and Sarah, and many more amazing people. And let's help you get your message out. Whatever it is that you're up to, this is the way to do it, by building and cultivating authentic relationships. And stop fishing by yourself. Stop being a lone ranger looking for one client at a time, and instead get your message, your movement out by connecting with other great people.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Woohoo! I'm excited. Lots of love.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much. See you soon.